Welcome back to the show. Check out the headlines. $4.50 still locked in regardless of the price dip we've been on. We're going to hear from technical analyst Dark Defender and Coins Kid today, figure out what's going on here. And we're also going to hear from Charles Gasper in the latest of his thoughts of what's up with the Ripple case with the SEC. And we also have new updated information from the court case itself in James K. filing. Ripple motion denied. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. And as you can see, the market is still burning off positions here. Sell-off is still happening. $1.909 trillion market cap for crypto right now. Bitcoin at 42,000 plus, just under 43,000. Ethereum at almost 3,000 flat here, off by 10% more, almost 11% on the 7-day. Cardano at $2.12, almost 12% off on the 7-day as well. XRP is at 93 cents right now. We're off 14% on the 7-day. Let's look at the price range right quick on this, and we see we have dipped as low as 87 cents, 0.8778, and we know that that is right at a back test support line, and we could go as low as the 76 cent range, but right now we've lifted up a little bit off of that support line at 92 cents, 0.9296, and the upper end of the price range at 0.9609. Let's go ahead and get started with the news this morning. If you are not aware, the Global Investor Conference is continuing and started right now, and you need to join in. This is linked to, I tell you about it, Private Investing Made Simple. They have great companies like Ripple, Kraken, Uphold, and Link2 themselves. And remember, with the Link2 shares, there isn't going to be any more shares. So that's like buying real estate in Manhattan, baby. Yeah, not financial advice, but I got some. And I'll tell you, this Link2 conference is pretty incredible because you get a lot of the leaders from the crypto blockchain space, venture capitalists, and things like that. And you can really get insight about where they're going and what they see in the future for this entire asset space. So make sure you sign up and check it out. It's ongoing right now. Right now. Looking at James Rule XRP, he reminds us here, Ripple partner TerraPay is partnered with Movi to pave the way for seamless cross-border payments for Colombian residents and diaspora across the world. Look, we see this happening all the time, right? Where Ripple is continuing and their partners are continuing to expand their market infrastructure, their mergers, their acquisitions. This is not going away. Not by my eyes. That's what I see. And look, whatever the quagmire of this lawsuit with the SEC, I do see there will be an end to it. But I will tell you, we are about to see that Ripple lost one today in a motion denied. But you know what? We'll get to that in just a second here. Looking right here, boom, and tagging Senator Toomey. If we could, call to action here for everybody listening. If you're on Twitter or you're on Facebook, everything we do that we share involving the SEC case, coverage from Charles Gasparino, shout out to him, by the way, for everything him, Liz Clayman, all of them are doing, to bring a light to what is happening and the regulatory inconsistency from the SEC, especially when it comes to Ethereum free pass and what is happening now with Ripple and XRP. Let's tag Senator Toomey and Patrick McHenry as well. Let's tag him as well. So let's see. And I did have his site up here. Yes, and you can go here too and also tag or contact Patrick McHenry, who also is following crypto pretty heavily as well. So make sure you do those things. So this is from Charles Gasparino. It says the SEC must lay out clear guidelines on what cryptocurrencies they view as securities and which they do not. Pat Toomey, ranking member of the U.S. Senate Banking Committee, told Fox Business regulation by enforcement is extremely objectionable and will stifle domestic innovation. And that's where the point is. We just saw TerraPay working in Colombia, right? And listen, this is the point. We're going to continue watching the rest of the world adopt this amazing technology while we lose. Something's got to be done. And it needs to be really Congress that comes out with legislation that takes us to the place that we need to go. That's really what we need here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this follow-up tweet, also from Charles Gasparino today. And again, let's carry this guy through the streets. I mean, it's amazing what he's doing to bring a light to this, an objective light to this, and he can see that there are things wrong here. Still waiting for the SEC to explain to me why past blockchains were not in violation of disclosure rules when they were using their crypto to finance the build-out. This is exactly what Ethereum did. Charles Gasparino gets this to the highest order. And you know what? They're not answering him. He said, I get why these are not securities now, but why weren't they in violation then? XRP community deserves an answer. Well said, Charles Gasparino. And we do deserve an answer. Here we go. Here's my thoughts on the matter here. Not only is Ethereum a security, it's a security factory for issuing tons of securities. Think about all the ERC-20 tokens that were created on the Ethereum network. So not only does Ethereum get a pass, but all the ERC-20 tokens are getting a pass too. And again, to Charles Gasparino's point, why are they not held to the same standard? Look, I don't want to sit here every day on the channel and tear someone or another project down. But if you're going to come out here and try to run this space and regulate this space with the kind of inconsistency we've seen, regardless of Jay Clayton's tenure or not, we have to call that out. This is not the way it's supposed to go. We need a level playing field. That's what we need. And we know for a fact Hester Pierce herself, an SEC commissioner, has acknowledged not only a lack of clarity, but she used the phrase a decided lack of clarity. Now that is a very damning statement. A decided lack of clarity. Clearly meaning they are choosing what to be clear on and what to not be clear on, and really putting the entire space in jeopardy. Looking right here, here's a great post from the one and only John Deaton. Shout out to the XRP community, because without you, I wouldn't be able to make specific points such as Gary Gensler arguing that Ripple and Ethereum and the market needed clarity while he was at MIT. And that was the points he used to make at MIT. But now as the SEC chair, he claims the market has had sufficient clarity. And that is a problem because Gary Gensler has made it very clear that he speaketh with forked tongue. That is really the truth there. And this is based on the post here from Business of Businesses, or the Business of Business. Crypto is the most disruptive technology to ever hit the financial industry, threatens incumbent banks. I think we're seeing the exercise of their influence, why John Deaton, the former Marine, is leading 20,000 plus crypto holders against the SEC. Now, let's move on to the recent motion that has been denied for Ripple. Denied. Well, you can't win them all. That's what Jungle Inc. says, and shout out to him. He's an original OG in this space for damn sure. Breaking defendants' requests for documents reflecting the SEC's trading pre-clearance decisions with respect to the SEC employees' transactions in Bitcoin, Ether, or XRP, and annual certifications concerning SEC employees' XRP holdings is denied. And thank you to James K. Filan for this, good news or bad. The defendants moved to compel SEC to produce documents relating to the SEC trading policies governing digital assets. Specifically, defendants seek production, either anonymized or aggregated documents reflecting the SEC's trading pre-clearance decisions with respects to its employees, transactions in Bitcoin, Ether, or XRP, either redacted or aggregated annual certifications concerning SEC employees' XRP holdings. The motion is denied. It goes on to say, and you need to hear it, so it's the only reason I'm reading everything to you, but you need to understand it. The court previously ordered the SEC to produce trading policies regarding digital assets. Accordingly, it says produced on January 16, 2018, a memorandum that provides ethics guidance to SEC employees on digital assets. It says SEC does not dispute that before the issuance of this memorandum, the SEC had no trading policy regarding digital assets. 4 months later, on my birthday, April 13, 2018, XRP was added to the SEC's watch list, a list of entities potentially subject to supplemental ethics rules. Defendants further represent that the SEC counsel stated during a meet and confer on August 25th, it says here, 2021, that after the formal order investigation was issued to Ripple on March 9, 2019, employees could no longer trade XRP. According to the defendants, refused to produce any documents bearing on this statement. And, to summarize here, it's basically going through and saying, look, you've gotten the admission from them when they had it on the list and when they didn't have it on the list, and anything else they're saying isn't pertinent at this time. So that's where they're at with this. I'm not going to read the rest of it to you. It is on my Twitter and you can read it there. But shout out to James K. Filan for this information. And I do believe it is said best from Jungle Inc. here, who says, you know what? If you win them all, you're probably not asking for enough. And I think that's really the truth. You got to go for as much as you can. And some you're going to win and some you're not. But you know what? I don't think it harms the fair notice defense for Ripple at all, because there's plenty enough other evidence out here that supports the defense for fair notice. So there we go to that. Now, let's take a look and shift gears really quickly here to XRP price, because the market has been bleeding heavily, and I have been getting a lot of messages about what in the world's going on out here. Well, listen, I'm not in the know, but you know what? I feel like these technical analysts are. Now, that doesn't mean that it's financial advice, because it is not from me or anyone else. But I do know that they really understand these charts, certainly more than I do. And it says here, it is confirmed discussions we made on August 26 is actualized for corrective wave. So the question is, if W2, wave 2 is finished or not, is it early to say now? But what we've foreseen is done. The next step should be the third wave, which is this wave right here going to the moon, baby. My expectation is to consolidate here and continue to trend. In other words, it's going to be sideways movement, and then eventually we have our blast off, right? And that means we could also, with consolidation, go sideways, but we could also pull back a little bit. So even though we've touched the 87 cents, I believe it was, right? Let's take a look at it really quickly. We also know from CoinsKid, who we're going to hear from now, who has told us plenty over the last couple weeks, we could go even as low into the 75, 76% range, right? So don't be shocked if we even touch and pull back to that back test support as well. But nevertheless, both of them feel, regardless of where we are and what we've been through, that we have one hell of an upside coming to us. And CoinsKid says $4.50 is in fact a lock. Check it out.
XRP, as anticipated, it is rolling over. It's having its little correction. Do expect a little bit more of a pullback. I don't think we're completely out of the woods yet, and that is purely because of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is in a technical target for me of $37,100 and something dollars, I think it is, off a head and shoulders pattern. So to invalidate that particular breakdown for Bitcoin, you do need to see it break the local high, come up and break that neckline, which I've shown you in the Bitcoin video, and obviously break the local high. If it does that, you're not looking at rollover for Bitcoin, and that is the only reason XRP rolls. You do understand that, don't you? Yeah, there's no sort of decoupling yet at the moment, not yet anyway. I do anticipate in the future, but not yet. I'm just going to show you some really bullish things for XRP right here, right now.
And I just realized I had my mic muted. Really quickly, I just want to say you can see that we had nothing but the best here. It's top flight channel. We use nothing, the highest, most Fanciest equipment on the world, and I still can't turn the damn mute button off. Unbelievable. Nevertheless, forgive me. But I wanted to mention here, you could see by the fibs in this hard bottom that he's shown us here, that we could still see ourselves hitting $100+ XRP at some point. Now, I don't say that to be an alarmist, because that may not happen till 2023. I don't know. I'm not saying that's going to happen next Tuesday. What I'm saying is that it's on the table. You can see the way the fibs work. And is there going to be up and down? You bet, because that's what the market is already anyway. And we can't discount the fact that we do have spots at times where we see very, very parabolic moves. And we may be close to just that. Keep listening.
You've got this massive cup and handle pattern. Boom, break it, see you later, you're gone. Okay, not only that, you've got a beautiful cup and handle pattern just here as well. Look, boom, break it, you're gone. Equally, you've got a inverse head and shoulders pattern just there. Let me do a proper line just there. Let me show you. So you've got a massive inverse head and shoulders pattern that you're forming just there as well. Left shoulder, head, potentially calling back, right shoulder, break that level of resistance. Like I've shown you so many times, it's all about that level of resistance. This line now is acting as a key level of resistance. You start to break that, you're looking really, really good here for XRP. You're breaking out, you're moving onwards and upwards, aren't you? You're forming that new impulsive wave. You equally, you had an inverse head and shoulders pattern here, and equally a cup and handle pattern as well. Once you broke out of this massive inverse head and shoulders, you came up and you met the technical target. Obviously, you don't even need to drop it in for you. You can see that once you came up, look, you absolutely met it to the T. You start to consolidate, formed a bull pennant basically on the daily time frame. You broke out and you met the technical target of the impulsive wave, which I gave you as well, way down here. Okay, just to show you, for those that are not familiar, I gave you an impulsive wave target, and look at that 1618 met, bang, to a T. Do you see that? Because you came down, retraced, impulsive wave, broke that high, technical target was met. Same with this, okay, and this is what I'm looking at, minimal for XRP. For those of you who are not familiar, you're looking at a brand new, look, rinse repeat pattern, inverse head and shoulders, cup and handle pattern, horizontal. You've got a level of resistance just there, you've got a level of support just there, horizontal, just like you did here. Let me show you. Boom, 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 broke out, see you later. Boom, 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 breakout, see you later. Okay, it gets quite nasty if you roll over. Don't anticipate that. I think you're looking for a breakout. Worst case scenario, you fall back down to this trend line, bounce off it, come to the apex, break out eventually. You're looking at a minimal $4.50, round about that sort of area, okay, for XRP, breaking this local high and breaking the all-time high there for XRP, which would be amazing. And the thing is, because you've broken this all-time high just here, okay, and obviously large cup and handle as well, you're breaking out, you're pushing onto this, the 1618, you're equally in a larger extended fib target. Do you understand that? So you're going to start pushing through the fibs. You're looking at a 1272, you're looking at 1414, and you're looking at 1618, and who knows, eventually in our lifetime we may get to the 2 and beyond. We may get up there, who knows.
And there you have it. And that to me is why I'm here. I'm here for 4 and 5 digit XRP. And I'll take double digits, right? Damn right I'll take double digits. But I also know at some point this case with the SEC is going to end. It'll either end in a settlement or summary judgment. I don't believe it gets dropped. But even if it gets dropped, which I would prefer that it not happen, because I'd like to see some kind of clear judgment to where we can move on. Because I do believe that after this case is over, XRP will be the most vetted, compliant digital asset on planet Earth. And I think that right there will help us reach those goals that we're all here for. All right, not financial advice from me or anyone else, but that's where we're at on this day. Ripple motion denied, but I don't think it stops where we're going with this case. Ripple's got a strong one. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, leave a comment below. Check out all the links in the description and the comment box. They're great products and services I use each and every day. And more importantly, they are trusted, vetted links with specials attached to most of them. But you've got to click the links. I'll catch all of you on the next one.